Previously on Coruscant Nights.
Mr. Ang, this is TC-41. I am in grave trouble. It appears as though... and I don't know what to do. Please send help or call the clones.
So what do you want to do about this?
We should try to find where the TC has gone.
Well, we have no idea. All we know is TC's in trouble. Do you know anything about the shipment that's coming?
It's droid parts. I thought you were here to steal droid parts.
You know what? I think instead of the bed, we're going to hide underneath the truck. And we're going to hold on. And it's going to be fierce.
Okay.
Oh, good call.
I got 1-6.
1-6. Okay. So you do it, but it's not easy. It's a long, windy trip down underneath this speeder vehicle. And holding on is very difficult, and you do it for about 95% of the ride, but then you fall out at the last minute.
Out!
Sometimes helping just one person can help many people.
It reminds me of the one time Jerry and I, when he was younger, he was much more fit. We used to travel all around Coruscant on the underneath. It was very quite adventurous. We pulled the ears off a Gundam.
Yeah, I can't imagine Jerry doing anything.
He was very buff in his young days. It went from his shoulders down to his belly.
So as you drop out of the bottom of this speeder truck, you see it speed away down the street. The place you're in now is very, very dark. Not very many people around at all. And not a place in town that you've ever been before.
We need to run after the truck. We have no idea where we are.
Yes, quickly. Pick ourselves up, dust off, lick the paws, run.
Mm-hmm. And you run and make your way around a corner, and you see the truck, now empty, nobody in sight.
Are there buildings around us?
Mm-hmm. They're big warehouses.
We should start looking in these.
Yeah, let's see which one we can get into. So we start looking for ways in or any openings or...
Mm-hmm. They are all old and long abandoned. There are lots of ways in and out of pretty much all of these warehouses.
I think we're two very strong kittens. We should push our way through some things. We should knock some things over. Perhaps latches, windows.
Or we could just go in through this giant hole over here by this window.
We could do that too. We take the fun out of this, but we shall go.
And you hop in through a hole in a window into a big, big, dark warehouse. There are very few lights. The ones that are on and still working above are swinging from rafters. The room that the two of you hopped into seems to be some kind of office, but it doesn't look like it's been used in a very, very long time.
Is there anything in the room that has been used?
No, it doesn't look like really anything in here has been touched in a long time.
I do not think anyone's been in here. We should go further in. Maybe we could find the lights? I will look for the switch. It's fine.
So what are you doing?
Cunning. Try to basically illuminate it with a light switch or like find a glow rod or something.
Okay. I didn't give you a difficulty, but that's going to do it.
Yeah, sorry.
You spot a little control panel that you tap with your paw, which turns one hanging light on in this room. And
I do not think I tapped well enough. I shall hit another one. Boom. I want to turn all the lights on if I can.
In the whole building?
Yes, I want to light it up because I'm unlucky too.
Yeah, you are unlucky. You turned on most of the lights in the building, and because you only rolled one success on that previous one, something bad has to happen too. So as you pound on that control panel, you feel something tickling your foot.
Woo. Is that a mouse?
It's a little like vine that's trying to wrap around your foot.
Ooh, these are not supposed to move. And I start batting it with my paws, trying to get away.
And it eventually stops moving.
I do not like this, Vecti.
Why did you turn all of the lights on? Now we're going to be found too.
I do not care about the lights. The plant tried to grab me.
We'll stay away from the plants.
Okay. I'm like back against side against the wall, walking along the control panel, staying away from plants.
So it was just growing out of one of the cracks between the wall and the floor.
There are cracks between the wall and the floor.
It's an old building.
The plant tried to grab me. I do not like this. We should go further in and carefully.
Yes, I agree. Let's do that.
What do we see inside the warehouse?
So you, along with turning the lights on, you open the door from this room, and it leads out into a large warehouse. You are on a catwalk around the top of it, and looking down, you see a small heap of intact droids, and one droid moving around.
So we're in a catwalk above this, looking down.
Yeah, the droid moving around is the one who was driving the truck.
Oh, okay.
We're going to totally slink like cats down the catwalk, because we have to.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. But how are we going to get down there and check out that pile without being spotted?
We're two fierce cats. We should do something very fierce. We should totally leap.
I was going to say, let's go crazy.
How far down is it? Like, is it because fall damage is the most dangerous damage in the Star Wars universe?
Yeah, but we're not playing a Star Wars game right now.
So we're like...
You'll probably be fine.
So I'm going to jump and try and land in this droid and really distract it so you can start searching that pile.
Perfect, let's do it.
Okay. So
I fly from the catwalk down to the droid and land right on its droid head.
Okay. That will be a fierce check, please. And it's going to be 5 since he is a droid. Since he is specifically an assassin droid.
Okay.
Ooh. So you hop down onto this droid and you just sort of land on its shoulder. And I can't read that one. They were all under 5, right? Yeah.
Yes.
The drop from the catwalk down to the shoulder of this droid was kind of far, and you are going to take an owie.
Oh no. An owie.
I like to call them boo-boos.
And the droid turns its whole head to look at you and...
What are you doing here, Lothcat?
And picks you up by the scruff and puts you on the ground and continues with its task.
So I can still do stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to just go ahead and run into that pile and like fiercely start rummaging through anyway, because, maybe he'll be confused enough.
Okay. And what's Tooks doing?
Tooks is enjoying the show.
Come on, Tooks,
It's
get
really
it together.
entertaining. Oh, look, are there any animals in the room, too? Like little rats or anyone?
There are probably some rats around if you wanted to try and find some
I'm gonna
rats.
try to find some rats.
They're probably not going to want to talk to you because you're a Tuca and you eat rats.
Well, I can corner them fiercely.
All right.
She's got this under control. Why would I go down there?
Okay, so Vecti has made her way fiercely into the pile. And Tooks is just up on a catwalk, wandering around, looking for some animals. And you actually spot a little bird on one of the high windows.
Oh, I pounce.
It's too far up for you to pounce.
I cannot pounce, so I shall have to say, excuse me, bird? Bird? Yes, you up there. Meow, 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 meow.
Yes?
Yes, you come here often?
What?
Yes?
So you know what goes on with this pile? What
Yes?
what is this all you can say?
No?
Oh, thank goodness, that would have been a terrible question. So this pile down there with the droids. Have you seen a very shiny silver one that
Yes?
okay. That goes by the name TC 41?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
They're all turned off.
Okay. Yes, I believe they are.
DCs like to talk.
Yes, that would be very loud and annoying, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Are you indicating that I am loud and annoying?
No?
Oh, thank goodness. I thought we were having fun. So, this pile, How often does it show up and where does it go?
Every day?
Every day a new pile?
New droids?
New droids. Many droids.
Many droids?
Okay, thank you very much. I walk away.
As I am exasperatedly trying to stay away from this droid who's going after me, digging through this pile and hearing you talking to a bird.
Stupid bird.
Oh, and then I'm gonna run back to the bird.
Yes?
Could you help me with one little thing though?
Maybe?
I think you could. I will need you to go and you should poop on that droid's sensors.
Why?
Because my friend is stuck in that pile and we do not want her to get hurt.
Why?
Because it would be very sad for me. And we have just become friends. And if I was sad, you would be my only friend.
Okay, you're convincing. So you're probably using your talent, right? And I'm thinking cunning.
I'm using my magical power. Cunning, right?
Oh yeah, that you're using that too. So
I would
your magical power and your talent?
I would if you would let me.
I would let you. You need a 3. That's 2. That's it. So the bird says,
Alright.
and it hops out of the window and flutters down and poops on one of the droid's photoreceptors. And you know birds, they might not be smart, but they've got great aim. And hits the droid right in the eye. And the droid sort of twirls around.
Error. My photoreceptor appears to have an error.
And it just sort of walks around in circles and eventually walks its circles out of this room.
Right, Tooks, come help me with this.
I will come. I'm right there. You know, that is the nicest being we have met today, I think. That is a very kind bird, and I hope her just dive in and start helping her rummage through.
Okay, so rummaging through this pile, they all look a lot newer than the pieces that you saw on the truck. And none of them are on. All of the droids are off. You don't see any lights in eyes or anything like that. And eventually, searching, you do spot a few more of those little tendrils of vine sticking up and wrapping around little bits of droid. And one of them it's a little bit bigger and it's coming up through a bigger crack. And as you get deeper into this pile, you see that there's a sewer grate that's opened. And some vines are going down into it.
I do not see RTC, but it is dragging these droids down into that hole.
We should go down into that hole. Let's do this. We'll be fine. Those vines aren't going to get us.
You know, this reminds me of this one time, the chef at Hank's Noodle House. Oh, he got this one bad noodle. Oh, it was very similar to these vines.
Did the noodle come after you?
It didn't come after me, but it came after the chef.
So the two of you head down into this bit of sewer, and it gets really dark. But luckily, you are a Tuca and a Lothcat, and you can see pretty well in the dark. And you follow these vines down, and you see on the floor there's scrape marks, like something has been dragged through here. And eventually, you see some lightness up ahead.
Okay, let's go that way. Where these marks on the ground lead towards.
Are you sure this is a good idea just to follow these drag marks into the depths?
What other option do we have? This is our best lead.
Okay, I will follow you. Yes, this one time, Ronstoffer, we were stuck in an abandoned factory overnight. And we thought it was a good idea to go. It was food processing, yes, so there's food down. It's down in the machine. So we went down, and you know what? We stayed a little too long. And then in the morning, then they came in and they turned on the machines, and we were inside. It was, I barely made it out. In fact, that is how I got this right here on my ear.
And I'm barely listening to him trotting along, just glad he's distracting himself with his story while we get closer to where we're going.
And you turn the corner into this space that is lit. You notice under your paws that the ground's a little softer. There's some moss growing down there.
Sniff it. It's moss.
I keep touching it with my paw, just feeling how spongy it is, trying to figure out what's happening.
They have this on the lowest of the lower. This is very far down where I've seen this before, but not here.
And you can see some parts where the moss has come away and where something has been dragged And as you get into this space, it's a little bit bigger. The light is all coming from the eyes of TC-41. And TC-41 has these like vines wrapped around its torso and its legs, and there are other droid parts down here too. And TC-41 looks like he's been partially disassembled. He's got pieces missing. And all right in the center of this, sorry to get very weird on you, right in the center of this, there's a crystal. It's about 10 inches tall. It looks like a cluster of quartz crystals. And under it are those vines are coming out and they're moving pieces around and making a new droid out of TC-41.
Are we supposed to stare at this? I say, looking at it, leaning in next to you.
This is not just any ordinary crystal. Something is happening here.
If we do not get TC-41 out, we will not get the fish.
Okay, well, what do you propose we do? I'm just looking around, taking it all and trying to figure out what is happening and how we're going to get to TC-41.
Different pieces are being dragged across the floor, and it's all very slow, but they're being slowly fitted into place on this droid.
You know, this reminds me very much of the time that Vesta and I had. I pop out my nails. I will have to tell you about it later. Now, we must get TC.
All right, so I pop out my nails as well. We going for the vines?
Yes. We get the droid out and we pull it out.
Wait, so it's TC-41, you said missing some parts, but still, like...
Mostly intact.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, still mobile, like...
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Cut the vines, turn on the droid.
Let's do it.
Well, its eyes were on.
Cut the vines, get the droid.
Okay, let's cut the vines.
Okay. Fierce check from both of you. You have to get... Where is it? 5.
Can I use my
Yes, we're in a different
talent
scene.
here?
You sure can.
So that's
1 additional.
1 additional?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'll go through. Ooh.
I see a 6.
6, yeah.
That's it? Okay. And 1 6. So you run in, snapping the vines with your claws. And it seems like the vines are fighting back, and they're like starting to sort of whip at you. And one of them gets wrapped around Took's leg.
Huh?
And starts dragging him towards the droid.
Dig the claws in the ground. Dragging. Vecti, it has me. I told you it grabbed my leg.
I'm running for Tooks to try and save him from this vine.
And Vecti, in your head, you hear someone say, "Stop, don't take that."
I freeze and look around and try and figure out who is talking to me.
There's nobody else here except Tooks.
Vecti, help me. What are you doing, Vecti? Help me.
So I continue running towards Tooks again.
And you hear the voice in your head say, "Please."
I shout back at the mysterious voice, "Stop distracting me," and I keep running towards Tooks.
Okay. I need another fierce to get Tooks free.
Okay.
With 4. 4 or 5. You did it. What did that look like?
So I finally get close to Tooks and where the vines are, so I jump on and kind of wrestle with one of the vines as I'm slicing it up to get it off of him, and he's wriggling himself free from what's left of the end of the vine.
I will get my little paw free and scurry out further and turn back. And quick, we have to get back to TC.
So we keep running towards TC.
Okay. Let's do another fierce from each of you, and this one's to get TC free.
What do we need to get?
5 again.
Oh, okay. 5.
Okay. Yes, you got TC free. What did that look like? There is a but I'll let you do that first.
B-U-T, got it. Took me a second.
I mean, TC has a butt as
Like,
well.
do we need to find his butt?
You can't walk without his butt. That's the problem. That is the butt. So we run over to TC. TC's been kind of covered in the vines, and they kind of hold down the arms and legs and one across the neck. And she starts from the bottom, I start from the top, and we just start kind of chewing and clawing it apart. And eventually, I assume TC starts moving on their own, and they start to stand up as we do.
And there is a part missing. Actually, one thing, this place isn't quite large enough for TC to stand up, so he sort of half stands, and climbing out might be tough for him, especially because he is missing a part, his butt. Looking around, you notice that it is under the crystal.
Oh no. TC, can you hear us? Can you meow, 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 meow?
TC is looking around very confused. One of the languages that it does not know is Lothcat.
This is very unlucky.
Okay, well, you help TC figure out we're trying to help him here, and I'm gonna go after his butt.
Can you lift it? You're very small. Can you? I'm defending as we're there. I'm like swinging at all the little tentacles coming at us, the little vines and stuff, cutting them as they come.
TC is not looking at you at all. He's looking at all the different parts and attempting to crawl out of this space, even though he's missing some parts of his own. And as Vecti starts running towards the rear end of this droid and the crystal, it feels like it's getting harder and harder to walk. It's almost like you're like underwater.
So I'm pushing as hard as I can kind of towards this invisible, like, whatever's pushing back against me, and yelling, Tooks, I can't get any closer. I need help.
But I have to keep these up. If I keep the vines off of... Oh no, I have to help you. Oh no, I have to help. Yes, it's funny. It is very much like...
This is no time for stories.
Okay, I'm going to just charge right at her.
And as the two of you say to each other that you need help, that word rings in your head.
Help! I can feel you are near.
Did you hear that, Tooks?
Yes, you just asked for help, did you not?
Yeah, but I didn't say that.
Help?
Help, yes, help me. Come closer.
Help. We got nothing that time. Okay,
Where's that voice coming from?
TC-42 is halfway out the door, on his hands and knees.
Uh-oh.
His wiry butt exposed.
So what? Do we need to try and figure out where this voice is coming from? How do we do that?
You're brave. I expect you to actually wanna... Oh, you already used that?
Yeah, I was already brave.
Yeah. Does the voice sound familiar at all?
No.
Hello?
Help me, help me. I have been damaged. I am so alone. I am so alone. Pain.
Who are you?
There's no answer to that question.
What do we do, Tooks?
But you said stare into crystal. I mean, perhaps I should try that.
You're staring at the crystal?
Yep.
As you look at it, you notice something you didn't notice before. There are sort of lights inside it, going slowly from the bottom to the top, almost like little bits of electricity.
Tooks, what do you see?
There's energy in this. Is this you that called for help?
And you're still staring at it?
Yeah.
Yes. It was I who summoned, called.
What's with the plants?
It doesn't have an answer for that. And beyond not getting an answer, you get the feeling that it doesn't have an answer for that.
How do we help you?
Mobility. A body. A vessel. Mobility. Feeling hands. Head. Appendages.
Is that why you took the droids?
Yes.
That was a firm yes.
But TC is our friend.
Communicating with this thing is odd. It's not communicating in a way that you understand that you can communicate with other Lothcats, other Tukas. It's in addition to getting like mental, verbal answer, you're getting feeling and idea.
Well, it needs a body. See, what kind of body does it need? Can we just find it some parts and it'll give us the rest of TC-41? I don't think the crystal's gonna go for fish.
Just tell it to the ledger. Would you like a fish?
No. I do not require a fish body.
Okay, no fish.
Let's find some parts. Let's see if we can get it enough parts for a body. It just needs a body.
Okay, we will grab the parts. Does TC need the butt for short?
Yeah, look at him. He's exposed.
He's struggling, as only a C-3PO style droid can.
Okay. We will find you other parts. Is this okay?
Yes. Please help me find a body.
Okay. All right, we must go find the body parts.
Oh.
So as you are talking to this rock, the vines have stopped flailing. They're not going after you anymore.
So can we get to the crystal?
Mm-hmm. You have the idea that it is maybe excited. The sparks, the energy that it's inside it it's sort of speeding up. It's excited that somebody's able to communicate.
Should we fashion? Look, we take these. We will wrap these vines around it. We can pull it with the vines.
Let's do it.
Vine sled.
Yeah, cunning, please.
Do you know the difficulty?
The difficulty, yes, it is going to be easy. 3. 5.
Do I also have to do cunning?
Only if you want to. We're fine with one roll.
Okay.
You fashion a little sled out of the vines and TC-41's butt. And it takes a very long time to get up and out because the droid is in front of you, and the droid is struggling immensely.
Can you push? Can you push it a little? It's taking so long.
Well, it's hard when I'm also trying to help you pull this butt sled with the crystal on it.
Eventually, TC sort of pushes out through the droid pile, accidentally turning on half of them.
Oh no.
And you emerge into this warehouse full of a bunch of droids who, in normal circumstances, would be confused and are now very confused.
So there's a bunch of C-3POs talking to each other.
Yeah.
Excuse me, do you happen to have a chronometer? I believe I'm very late for a very important dinner.
Oh my. Where am I?
When my master hears
Is
about
this place?
well, I dare not think about what he will do.
Does it need a droid body? Is this what it needs?
Well, if it was going for TC-41, I think that's what it needs. So let's,
Could we give it the bad droid body?
Can we just convince one of these to walk on in there? We have the crystal with us?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So just...
Stick it. We should stick it on one of them. Let's put it on the bad one, the one that tried to kill you.
That seems like a terrible idea. This crystal looks like it has some power. We really want to be merging that with a bad droid.
Where do you want to put it?
Any of these.
Just pick one at random?
Yeah, this one over here.
What does it look like?
Very confused.
Mm-hmm. Is it on right now?
It's on and it's
Okay.
babbling. So we try and bring the crystal closer to it.
Mm-hmm. One of you is going to have to turn it off.
So, okay, Tooks, you hold this crystal. I'm going to go try and turn this droid off.
Okay. Stay here. Be very careful. This is like me and Dirt. We had a very bad experience like this.
Oh, goodness. Okay, so I'm running. I go to the droid, which is really close by. And I'm like, hey, can you take a few steps over this way with me?
It doesn't understand you. You're just meowing at it.
And I realize it has no idea what's happening, so I just jump up to try to
Oh my.
shut it off.
Oh dear. And it starts batting at you. And please roll. What do you think you would roll? Fierce?
Fierce, yeah.
Okay. Fierce 4. Oh no. It's just, oh my, this will not do. And it's sort of gyrating on its hips and just waddling away from Tooks and the crystal. And it can't see because you're on its face. And it's poorly made arms, because why do they make their arms only bent all the time? He can't actually reach its face, but it's wandering in the wrong direction.
Okay, so I jump off. Abort mission, let's find a different droid.
Oh, that's better.
And there's a lot that are still not on right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so I just pick one that's not on.
Okay.
That's very close to Tooks and the crystal.
Tooks, what does that one look like?
It is an astromech droid.
Okay.
And it's like...
Ooh, is it one of the ones with the clear dome?
Can it be like a clear dome, but it's not like a round R2 style? It's like those really squared off looking ones with the clear
it's
dome?
like a C1 series, so it's a little shorter than R2-D2, and it's got a flat top with a little dish on the top.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's the one.
That's exactly what I was picturing.
So we'll just run over and kind of just push the crystal against it. Just nudge it against it.
Nudge it against it.
Yeah. Is this what you want?
Tooks just nudges it against it, and I think Vecti would come over and just pop it open. So Vecti pops its lid, and Tooks slides the weird big crystal in there. Close it up, and it's see-through. You can see inside.
Thankful, warm.
Thank you. You see pieces of the droid seem to rearrange themselves.
Thank you.
It just sort of moves bits of itself around on the inside into some kind of new configuration with the crystal at the center.
Can we be sitting on the top looking down into this dome as it happens?
You definitely both fit. And the droid powers up. And you can see that the interior of this little clear space is glowing. And there's a light under the crystal. And you see the energy in the crystal and it's glowing.
Hello?
You picked a droid that can't talk.
The crystal talked.
Yeah. So the droid speaks up.
Meow, 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 meow. I look around and I find a protocol droid nearby. I drag it over to
There
it.
are a few. There's TC-41, for example. Oh, my bottom. And it grabs its piece and starts sort of wiggling it on its backside. It's a little dented. I will have to do something about that. Oh, hello, Lothcat and Tuka. Hello, little droid. What are you saying to the droid?
To the droid, the crystal droid.
The crystal droid.
Crystal droid, could you possibly use this other droid to talk to us? I will wait for that droid to say yes or no.
Oh, who am I translating for? There's nobody here but us droids. Very well, I will.
He has not said yes or no yet. I am very concerned this does not work.
He said, I will, which is
He's gonna
basically
use
yes.
Yes. Tooks, what do we want to know?
Oh, yes. Is this sufficient, my friend? Who are you? What is your name?
This will do for now, says TC-41, looking around, very confused, trying to find the person that he's translating for.
Did you... You were just trapped down there, yes? You did not capture these droids?
Yes. They do not know what is going on, or why these droids are here. Now, whoever you are, please come out. I must know who I'm speaking to.
Tooks, maybe we should just get TC-41 and get out of here.
We have TC-41, that is who is talking to us.
Yes, but I mean, like, let's take him and go.
Okay. Could you please tell our friend TC-41 that they should take these Lothcats back to the diner so that they may have fish? And we need at least 4, yes, 4 fish.
I mean, I feel like we've already given away. Well, as long as we get back there, we can handle the fish.
It is an odd request from an astromech droid, but very well. And TC-41 waddles up and sort of puts out its weird arms for you to jump in them.
I say I can't believe we're doing this, and I jump in its arm.
I follow suit.
Well, shall we go back up to Aang's Noodle House too? My new friends, I have quite the story to tell you.
And TC41 starts waddling out of this warehouse. And you get out front and you don't see that speeder truck anywhere. If you're going all the way to Aang's Noodle House, it's going to be a long, long time.
All right, we don't even know where we are, do we?
No, you're way down.
Mm.
And TC44 is going to tell you his life story. Or, no, TC44 would definitely tell you his life story, but TC41 is going to tell you his life story.
Oh, great.
So you get up to Aang's Noodle House by the time the sun is coming up. And it's not time to open up yet, but TC41 opens the back door for you. And the two of you hop into the kitchen. It's too early for any of the other cats to be out, so you've got the scraps all to yourself.
You know, overall, this was not such a bad day. What do you think?
It almost wasn't worth listening to TC41's life story to get these fish. And now we also owe people fish, so we've got that to take care of.
Yes, we should have explained that to TC before we came back up here. We had that translator.
Yeah, that would have been a great idea. I'm so glad you're bringing it up right now, Tooks. Thank you for that.
That's what I'm here for.
Okay, well let's at least eat. I'm starving.
TC41 portions out a few select cutlets of some native Nabuian native Naboo fish. Gungan delicacies. Puts them in a couple bowls for you and starts his daily tasks of cleaning and preparing the restaurant to open. Alright, later in the day you head down to Little Onderon to visit Jerry, who you see sitting in his usual spot.
Jerry's so predictable.
Yes, I wish he would not lick himself while we talked.
He gives Tooks the little nod when he sees you. You head up the fire escape. You find what you're looking for?
Yes, we did. There will be more fish in the market for us.
And you have my fish.
We do have your fish. You have that, do you not?
Yes, I have your fish. Here's your fish, Jerry.
Hey, thanks. This looks alright.
There's like a cat fur on it already.
Yeah, it's a little dirt.
Yeah.
So, my friend Jerry, it was very funny. We had some great adventures like you and I used to have when you were in your younger days.
Do
you have any pictures from those days?
Let me see.
You will not believe Jerry. He is amazing.
He reluctantly gets out of his spot, hops down on the inside, and pops up a couple minutes later holding his owner's datapad in his mouth. He hits it a couple times with his paws and pulls up a hollow photo of an incredibly attractive, buff-looking cat. All muscle, very lean, standing next to a tiger striped tuca with 2 intact ears and 2 eyes.
Oh, Jerry, what happened?
I keep trying to escape, but he keeps bringing me back. I just can't say no to food.
Well, yeah, no, I can relate to that. And speaking of which, Tooks and I have some more deliveries to make, so we need to be going.
All right.
Good seeing you, Jerry.
You two have a good one.
Good luck on the next escape.
Yeah, tonight. I'm gonna get out of here, finally. Get my old shape back.
Okay, yeah, we'll see you soon, Jerry.
And the two of you head down to Tangletown. You can almost... So the space goes up into like a haze. It goes up so high. And you can see all the girders and wires and things. And you see Festa, Dirt, and Ronto at it again, playing bones.
My friends, do you not have day jobs or people to be with?
I don't have any people.
These
people are my people.
Aye, and they are good people, my friend. So we have brought you something. You have the other one?
Yeah, here you go, as promised.
You just brought one? There's 3 of us.
Wait, I only lost to one of you, though.
You lose to one of us, you lose to all of us.
Oh, no. We kid. We have plenty of fish, and there will be more at the back of Aang's noodle house for you.
Okay, fine. What do you say we play a round?
Of course.
No, you keep that, and I'm giving you another one.
Oh.
Because you've just lost another round, and this time, you owe Dirt the finest fish that Aang's Noodle House has.
That is okay. She is much nicer than the next creature we're going to see.
Hey, I heard that.
I did not mean you. Ronto? No, I cannot do it. I'm sorry.
Ronto.
I cannot do it.
Okay. The 2 of you head up, following the route that Ronto, Dirt, and Festa took you through the first time. Through ducts, through pipes, through a forest of shining crystals, over wires and girders, up into the upper levels, up to the junkyard, where the big hound is still chained to the same stake, slobbering over a big bone.
I'm going to just wait out here. You'll be fine.
So I just make a little rustle of a noise because I know it's going to get her attention and she's going to want to come bark at me, but she'll see that I have her fish, so I'm not worried.
Well, she's got her bone, so you just get a low growl and a glare as you approach.
Okay, so I'll go all the way up and I just slap the fish down right by the bone in front of her.
She puts the bone down for a second. Thanks. Just a low little woof, thanks.
And just out of curiosity, say, yeah, I didn't catch your name before.
Daisy.
All right, Daisy, thanks for your help.
No problem.
So I go back and join Tooks, who's cowering far enough away out of Daisy's reach.
And the 2 of you head back down. Tooks to his gang of cats in Tangletown. Vecti back to Afka's apartment, where Afka goes into the cupboard and pours you a bowl, and you enjoy a nice kibble dinner before you settle down with Afka to watch some mystery hollow movies.
Yes.
And that's a good ending.
Daisy.
That was cute.
Thanks for playing.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Mm-hmm.
Is that an Ewok under your table?
Oh, yeah. I get asked that
just
all the
face
time.
down like you just gave up on life.
It's a dog toy, but it was an Ewok, so I couldn't pass it on.
Thanks so much for listening to this episode of Coruscant Nights.
Thanks to Caitlin and Ben for playing on these episodes. Go follow Caitlin's music at Boiled Over Music on Instagram.
Our music is by Mark Eberhardt.
You can find us on social media at Coruscant Night on Twitter, or you can email us at coruscantnightspod@gmail.com.
Love the podcast and want to show your support? You can leave us a review on your favorite podcatcher. You can buy us a coffee at ko-fi.com/Coruscant Nights, or you can visit us on Patreon.
Check it out at patreon.com/Coruscant Nights. Do you know about the thing we're doing called Donate for Destiny?
No.
So with Donate for Destiny, listeners of Coruscant Nights and Flight Risk and Dicey Cantina and New Republic Radio can all donate to an organization called Child's Play, which provides toys and games for kids in hospitals and domestic abuse shelters.
Aww.
And then, if they donate, that changes our Destiny pool.
Listeners, it is your destiny to donate.
For more details and to learn how to donate, visit coruscantnights.com/destiny. Now stay tuned for a preview of a new family-friendly podcast with original music that's set to hit the air on June 1st. Battle Buddies.
All right, people, it's time to get serious. We're here to record our commercial for our new podcast, Battle Buddies, releasing June 1st.
Okay, Logan, kind of a weird way to start off a session, but I've got the highest charisma, so I'll roll performance to record a commercial.
Jono,
that's a natural 1, so how does the commercial sound?
Rough.
Jono, it doesn't matter what you rolled, thankfully, because we're just doing a real commercial for people. We want to tell them about our podcast that's coming out on June.
If they don't listen to us, I'm gonna make them listen. I'm gonna roll intimidate.
Nice.
That's a 3. I guess I'm not that scary.
Kayla, I don't want you to be scary. It's a family-friendly podcast. I want everybody to come listen. I don't need you scaring them before they even...
Can I roll deception?
No.
That's a 13-ish, so this is a completely unique and original podcast where you listen to 4 friends play D&D together.
Kelsey,
unique.
stop. I think that we are unique. We've got our own original music, original characters, original storyline. You know what? I don't even need you guys. I can do this on my own.
Well, we hope you come back and join us to listen to our new podcast, Battle Buddies.
Releasing every other Monday, June 1st, 2020.
It's fun for the whole family, so remember, when you sit down to listen, bring your battle buddy.
All right, let's go get Logan. He might be sad.
True.